So mounting structure, we use them to secure the panel against the wind, and also to adjust these module toward the sun, whether fixed tilting or we track the sun position. So there are many types of grounding or mounting methods. We have the ground mount system, we have the rooftop mount system, and we have the building integrated systems. So for rooftop installation, there are some constraints we need to consider before we decide whether to install a PV system or not. One factor is that whether the space is sufficient or not to install the system, and also the direction the rooftop is facing. And another thing is that the shading caused by nearby buildings, tall buildings, or any permanent object. For ground installation, we have many options, whether we have the fixed tilted or we have manual adjusted mounting structure. There is also single axis tracking and dual axis tracking. For fixed tilted structure, what we are doing here is just tilting the panel toward an optimum tilt angle for the whole year, and these modules will keep during the whole life of the system on that position. For adjustable structure, what we are doing here is that we have many optimum angle. For example, we have optimum angle for summer, or we have an optimum angle for winter, or for spring. So we are adjusting this module in each year 2 or 3 times. It depends on our operation. Another type is the single axis tracking structure, where we are tracking the sun position on a daily basis from the east to the west. For dual axis tracking, actually here we are tracking 2 things. We are tracking the sun in the on a daily basis, and also we are tracking the sun bath for each season, so that we have 2 axes. We are moving 2 axes, east to west and north to south. In this graph, actually, we see a comparison between the different mounting options and their effect on energy production of solar PV system. We see that in the blue color, it is the fixed axis, and then we have the single axis tracking in blue, or single axis tracking in red, and then we have the dual axis in purple. And we see that as we move from fixed to single to dual, we are increasing the amount of energy we are getting from the system.